Right now, as the search for a suspect intensifies, the medical examiner names the man killed in a hit and run earlier this week. Plus, we highlight the work of a local group of black firefighters, how they're inspiring the next generation.
And we're waking up with more sunshine and warmer temperatures. I'll break down how warm we'll get this weekend, as well as an impending winter storm next week.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. Hope your Saturday is off to a nice start. I'm Shane Hogan. He's Greg Barnhart. You just heard from Greg. This weekend, off to a pretty good start, but we're keeping an eye on something later in the week.
Another nice weekend. We've had about 3 in a row here after we had so much clouds through January, too. But
that's right.
Unfortunately, Wednesday, Thursday could be another story. But in the meantime, enjoy the conditions. Like I said, we're about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than yesterday, so we're in the 20s today. A few high clouds coming overhead. We'll see more of these high clouds really throughout the day increase, but still the sun will be able to poke through most of that. You can see winds overall were strong last night, but have started to decrease, and that's one reason why our temperatures are warmer than they were yesterday. You can see low 20s to the south, mainly mid to upper 20s, a few spots, maybe even upper teens. You go further north of La Crosse, but overall we're above what we were for most of the area with that southwest wind. There's your high temperatures yesterday, below average. We should be about 31, 32, so definitely where the snow was, the snowpack is. We only got into the mid 20s for most of the locations. For La Crosse, they don't have the snow, so low 40s, definitely a good bet with higher clouds moving in with a south wind. Madison, the snow is here, so unfortunately it will be a little bit colder, just upper 30s near 40 with a south wind too. Also an increase in clouds, high clouds this afternoon too. Out west, just a lot of cloud cover that we're going to be seeing with a few little systems up north, but nothing out to the west that really is pending that's going to cause a concern yet. However, as we get closer to next week, we do have another storm coming. This one poses more of a Wednesday, Thursday time frame, and also accumulating snow and unfortunately some ice too. So I'll break that down and time that out a bit later in the broadcast.
And not a broken record, another Thursday with some snow potential.
That would be a third to go back to Groundhog's Day when we actually didn't have any.
All right, well, we will keep an eye on that, Greg. Thank you. Developing this morning, we are still waiting to get an update from Madison police if there are any new leads in a deadly hit and run case from earlier this week that killed a man and his dog. Now the Dane County Medical Examiner is identifying the victim. He is 66-year-old Stephen Fleck. Preliminary autopsy results confirm that he died from injuries sustained in the crash, and they say he was pronounced dead at the scene. Police put out these photos of the suspect vehicle. They say it still has a smashed front windshield and maybe a Chevy Malibu that frequents that area where the crash happened. Police say Fleck was walking his dog on Schrader Road when they were hit and killed Wednesday night. They're asking anyone in the community to come forward with any information. This is the second deadly hit and run on Schrader Road in the past 2 years. 2 people were arrested following a police pursuit that began in northern Illinois and ended in the Monroe area. Monroe police say deputies from Stevenson County, Illinois and Greene County were chasing a fleeing vehicle on State Highway 69 Friday afternoon when that vehicle hit another car that was being driven by a 73-year-old man from Monroe. That man suffered non-life-threatening injuries in the crash. The chase ended when the fleeing driver drove through a parking lot and hit a traffic signal post. Both the driver and the passenger got out the vehicle and ran, but officers were able to arrest them nearby. When we see firefighters rush into burning buildings, we may never consider what they look like behind their gear. But a group of black firefighters in Madison say representation matters, which is why they started Sable Flames in the 90s. Armand Rahman has a closer look at this group and its goal.
You know, one thing I always go around saying is representation matters.
It's representation and inspiration to the next generation that Brandon Jones hopes Sable Flames can spread.
Maybe they were thinking about being a firefighter and they were able to see a black firefighter, and that will be their muse to take those steps to be the black firefighter they are.
The group rose from the ashes of tragedy, the Somerset Circle apartment fire in the 90s that killed 5 black children and that Jones says ignited racial tensions in the community and in the fire department.
To combat that tension, there was a group of the black firefighters currently on the job at the time decided to start an organization whose mission was to help those in that position to get out with education.
Since then, they've grown their scholarships to minority communities from $500 each to $2,000 each.
Black children are missing out on a career that is very fulfilling, very financially stable.
But it can also be a dangerous job, which is why Sable Flames also provides a shoulder for firefighters of color to lean on.
What we do is pretty tough, it's pretty tiring, and it's nice to go back to someone who can understand you culturally and help you work through your situations and problems.
At their 28th fundraiser Saturday, Sable Flames will give out awards like the Richard L. Garner Community Service Award, honoring the firefighter who died after a 48-hour shift in 2018.
Which was pretty tragic because I would consider him to be one of my really good friends in the department.
And for the first time Saturday, they'll be honoring the 5 founding members to make sure the flames of their legacy never die out.
Especially in the African-American culture, we can only trace our legacy back maybe 4 to 5 generations. I think it's imperative that we do all we can to make sure that not only does it not die, but it also thrives.
In Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
And happening today at the Elver Park Neighborhood Center, there will be a pop-up event supporting dozens of Black-owned businesses. The event, coined Minding My Black-Owned Business, is set to feature booths from over 35 local Black and brown business owners. It runs today from 11 until 2 p.m. 8:05 now. Wisconsin's 3rd District Congressman says he witnessed the immigration crisis firsthand this past week. Derek Van Orden was invited to the border by House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, along with several other freshman reps, to talk to Border Patrol agents. Van Orden says fixing the border is an American issue, and the nation has to control the flow of illegal immigration and stop the flow of fentanyl.
I sat with the Speaker of the House yesterday and watched with my own eyes illegal immigrants entering the country and infiltrating the United States of America. Essentially, the entire state of Wisconsin worth of people have either been encountered or gotten into the country illegally. That's unacceptable, and it's unsustainable.
Federal data reports over 90% of fentanyl seizures occur at legal crossing points, not on illegal migration routes. In 2021, U.S. citizens made up more than 86% of convicted fentanyl traffickers. An update now on the object shot down over Lake Huron. The U.S. military says it has ended its search for any remnants of that object. The statement released Friday came hours after officials say the U.S. has finished efforts recovering the remnants of the large balloon that was shot down on February 4th. U.S. Northern Command said the decision to end the search for the object shot down over Alaska and Lake Huron came after the U.S. and Canada conducted systemic searches for each area using a variety of their capabilities, and they did not locate any debris. Packs of chocolate sold at Target for Valentine's Day are being recalled due to an allergy risk. These 8-ounce bags of Favorite Day branded Valentine's milk chocolate covered caramels were voluntarily recalled because they may contain tree nuts, which is not located on its packaging. Consumers can call Target Guest Relations for a refund. Next this morning, Armstrong International Airport in New Orleans is throwing a special welcome party for a group of performers from Wisconsin. The Dancing Grannies are in the Big Easy to perform in this year's carnival celebration. And when they arrived at the airport, another dancing group, the 610 Stompers, were there to greet them. It was an emotional welcome for a group of women still battling tremendous grief as 3 of the grannies and 1 of their volunteers were killed in the Waukesha Christmas Parade.
How many grannies will be in New Orleans this weekend?
There's going to be 17 performing with about 5 or 6 volunteers. After the tragedy, there were about 6 grannies left, and we have been rebuilding since then.
It's been amazing, and it is going to be a healing process to be out there with them dancing, and dancing in honor of and memory of those that we did lose.
What a great story. And in Madison Friday, a homecoming ceremony for Miss America. UW's very own Grace Stonkey won the coveted title back in December. And Friday, she held a meet and greet at the Memorial Union. She says this trip is all about connecting with people and listening to their stories.
There's so much power in listening and in observing and just taking it all in. And that's really what I'm doing as Miss America. And on days like today, I'm taking it all in and enjoying it. Wisconsin truly is remarkable, and I'm feeling the love today.
Stonkey, who is studying nuclear engineering at UW, is traveling the country this year advocating for her social issue, which is nuclear power and other zero-carbon energy sources. Still ahead this morning, all the weekend happenings here in the 608. and you are taking a live look over downtown La Crosse this morning. The sun is up, and Greg's tracking your full forecast when we come back.
News 3 Now's first warned weather team, keeping you ahead of the storms.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line. No judgments, just free help and medications. Without the lectures, call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Time for Downey McBride to go to work. Y'all gotta sniff this stuff. Whoop, whoop. Smells great, Downey.
Cul-de-sacs.
Downey Unstoppable. You gotta sniff it to believe it.
At Lawton Cates, we provide compassion and guidance after a serious accident. From the first phone call, we're by your side. We know how much is at stake, and we're dedicated to ensuring you can heal and move forward. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
Madison liberals are trying to take over the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That's why we need to elect conservative Justice Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly has a proven record of protecting our freedoms and cast the deciding vote to end the COVID lockdowns of our schools and businesses. Sheriffs across Wisconsin have endorsed Dan Kelly because he has a record of enforcing the law. On February 21st, vote conservative Justice Dan Kelly for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Fair Courts America paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture online, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
News 3 Now First Warned Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we have a somewhat quiet pattern this weekend, but then once again, it looks like we might have a storm coming for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Overall, really, we have a series of little weak waves riding along up to northern Canada. They're all kind of rotating around this high that's out in the eastern Pacific right now. Not going to pose too much of an issue for us other than cloud cover. We also have a system to the south disorganized. That'll provide some cloud cover too. These are not going to, like I said, these are not associated with what we're looking for next week, but that'll be some of the cloud cover we'll deal with through the weekend and maybe a little bit of snow come Monday. Overall, as you look at sky conditions, you'll see increasing high clouds from the system down here, and then later on this evening we'll see more kind of dig south. All that snow will stay well to the north as it comes through, mainly tomorrow afternoon. As you see, more low clouds probably tomorrow than anything else. Today, high clouds, tomorrow, low clouds. But otherwise, we'll see the snow not really impact us. That third one coming for President's Day, that one will probably provide a little bit of flurry or snow shower activities that comes through mainly northern Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, probably close to Monday afternoon, but still not going to provide much of an impact too, just a few flakes here and there. So as you look at temperatures today, where you have the snowpack, you'll probably be upper 30s this afternoon. Where you don't, probably low to mid 40s, southerly winds. You'll see those increasing high clouds here this afternoon. So you'll see the sun plenty enough today. And then tonight we'll see more increasing clouds, but also we'll start seeing an increase in southerly winds with that system to the south. That'll keep temperatures up probably in the low 30s, around freezing, so actually a very mild night. And then tomorrow starting off sunshine, but then we have the low clouds that are going to come through the area probably this afternoon, late morning, afternoon time frame. Keep the temperatures from climbing too much, but once again, since we're starting off so warm, we'll still get up into the upper 30s to low 40s for many locations. And then we'll see decreasing clouds once again, probably tomorrow evening, which will set up probably for a fairly, once again, a cooler night for going into Monday morning, President's Day, but so far, not too bad. We're looking at that winter storm, like I said, not on the map yet, but really it's going to be a wet and windy storm. Right now, we'd favor ice for at least southern Wisconsin. The snow probably is favored for more central Wisconsin. Travel impacts likely. What we don't know right now is ice and snow accumulation, especially the ice, which could be significant if it sets up right. When it switches over, it could go from a snow, rain, back to ice, back and forth until probably Thursday. Then I think it's all snow. And then the period of worst travel conditions, we might see a break or nothing. So stay tuned. Like I said, it's a system that really bears watching right now. If you're looking for the probability of greater than 3 inches of snow right now, this is a time frame from Tuesday, Wednesday. It spreads snow across the area. And then the time frame from Wednesday to Thursday morning is the best opportunity for heavier snow. And right now it looks like the best shot is probably about I-90 or further north, and that's what we'll key on. South areas, once again, could be ice. This could change, but something to keep in mind if you do have travel plans around that time frame from Tuesday night to Thursday. In the meantime, we still got a nice weekend. Like I said, upper 30s, low 40s, fairly nice, some cloud cover here and there. And once again, President's Day, maybe a few flakes of snow, nothing too significant there. Same thing with La Crosse. Like I said, they don't have the snow cover, so they will get warmer. And then all eyes turn to that Tuesday through Thursday. Once again, La Crosse, probably better shot for accumulating snow. Madison, probably more for ice right now. So that could change, but yeah, it could be something significant to keep an eye on.
Yeah, going into the weekend again, keeping an eye on that. Okay, Craig, thank you. Well, there's plenty to do this weekend here in the 608. First up, you can take a dip in a frozen lake for a great cause. Take a look. That's right, Madison's premier winter event is back. The 2023 Polar Plunge is set for today at Olin Park. It's an opportunity to support Special Olympics Wisconsin as we usher in the next 50 years and continue to create a future that only knows inclusion. The Polar Plunge is set for today from 11 to 2:15. You can register online. The 4th annual Paoli Winter Games are happening today. That's from 2 to 6 at Hop Garden Brewing, Tap Room, and Farm Market. The Paoli Winter Games will deliver an afternoon of winter fun that Wisconsinites can get behind, including a brat toss and an empty keg throw. It is free to participate. There will also be live music, craft beer, and chili. The Mad City Model Railroad Show and Sale is back at the Alliant Energy Center this weekend, happening today and tomorrow. Tickets at the door are $14. For adults, children are $6, and kids under 5 are free. This is the 55th year for the event. The Valentine's Disco Skate is set for tonight set for tonight at the Edgewater. They postponed the event due to mild weather earlier this week, and the Edgewater will be lighting the rink red from 6 until 8 tonight. They'll also be featuring heart-shaped pizzas and special Valentine cocktails all night long. You can get your tickets online right now. Well, spring's not far off, let's hope. So now is the time to start planning that home or landscaping project. Here's an event where you can find inspiration and expert advice. Thousands of folks are expected for the Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show. It's running through Sunday at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. The show will feature seminars, exhibits, and demonstrations designed to help consumers through the process of home improvement. Admission is free. And the Winter Nature Hike series continues at the UW-Madison Arboretum. This event is set for Sunday from 1 until 2:30. You can learn about the land, plants, and animals out in the terrain. It is free. No registration is required. You are asked to meet at the Visitor Center. Still ahead this morning, an update on the war in Ukraine as we approach 1 year. And there are several new shows and movies coming up to check out this weekend. Will Oper shares his picks and 3 things to watch.
Slumberland Furniture is the best place to buy furniture during our huge President's Sale. Check out our incredible doorbuster deals on now. Like this love seat free when you purchase the matching sofa for only $598. The President's Doorbuster Sale while they last.
Do you want to create your dream home? Then you should attend the Madison Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show, where admission is free this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Make contacts, hire contractors, explore the best in kitchens, baths, and custom remodeling, windows, doors, and room additions. Whatever improvements your home needs, you'll find solutions at the Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show. Free admission this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
Backyard living season is coming soon. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Super Cash 5 will get you 6. During February, when players buy a $5 or greater Super Cash ticket, they'll get a bonus ticket with 2 additional plays for the next drawing, only in February. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
We depend on judges to keep our families safe. But Jennifer Doro has a long history of keeping criminals, even sexual predators, out of prison. As a judge, Doro lets criminals off easy so often, a fellow judge questioned her soft treatment of convicted criminals. She even gave a convicted domestic abuser 2 days to report to prison, time he used to violently assault his own family members. Jennifer Doro lets criminals off the hook, and that has no place on our Supreme Court.
We so amazing.
The stylish Chevy Equinox RS and Chevy Blazer RS.
So captivating.
You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer. The RS family of Chevy SUVs, definitely worth a follow. Well-qualified buyers get 2.99% financing on all Equinox models, or get $1,000 cash allowance on all 2023 Equinox models. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $750 cash allowance.
Slumberland Furniture is the best place to buy furniture during our huge President's Sale. Check out our incredible doorbuster deals on now. Like this love seat free when you purchase the matching sofa for only $598. The President's Doorbuster Sale while they last.
Yeah, nice weekend is in store. Like I said, mild temperatures, upper 30s, low 40s. More warmer if you don't have the snow cover. Tonight, more clouds, more wind. It'll keep those temperatures about 10 degrees even warmer, so around freezing for many spots. So definitely a mild start to Sunday. And then more clouds tomorrow, but still, since we're starting off warm, we'll still climb up into the upper 30s, low 40s. Like I said, we're looking for a few snow flurries, flakes, maybe Monday, Tuesday, and then all eyes turn to that storm of snow and ice coming Tuesday night through Thursday, and that's why we do have a alert day in effect. Once again, more snow central Wisconsin, more ice in southern Wisconsin, more details to be ironed out with this, but definitely if you have travel plans Tuesday night through Thursday, stay tuned for the forecast and pay attention to things may change, but we're definitely looking at a significant winter storm. But in the meantime, enjoy the good weekend with upper 30s and low 40 temperatures.
Enjoying the weekend indeed. Okay, Greg, thank you. Well, there is clearly no shortage of films and shows streaming nowadays. Our Will Loper sharing a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
If you're gonna steal a lot.
Newly streaming on Apple TV Plus is the film Sharper.
You like him a little bit.
Of course I like him. He's a billionaire.
Sebastian Stan plays con artist Max, who sets out to grift 2 couples, including one played by John Lithgow and Julianne Moore.
Roll up your sleeves. Trust me. You can't cheat an honest man. That's why we never feel sorry for the mark.
I really like you.
I really like you too. How do you think this ends? Not well.
Sharper is streaming on Apple TV Plus now.
An evil is coming that threatens our kingdom. But we have a weapon.
Newly streaming on Netflix is the film The Woman King.
My king, the Europeans wish to conquer us. They will not stop until the whole of Africa is theirs. We must fight back for our people.
Viola Davis stars as the leader of an all-woman group of warriors, training a new group of recruits to protect their kingdom.
Train hard, fight harder. We fear no one. and we fear no pain.
The Woman King is streaming on Netflix now.
Some things are worth fighting for. If there is fate, who can say? But in the Grand Bazaar of Istanbul, I chose a memento.
And on the new streaming service MGM Plus is the film 3,000 Years of Longing.
So, what will you wish for? What is your heart's desire?
I do have a question. What does one do with 3 wishes?
You'll see.
Tilda Swinton plays a woman who unlocks a genie, played by Idris Elba, who tells her the story of his long, long life.
There's no story about wishing that is not a cautionary tale.
We all have desires, even if they remain hidden from us.
3,000 Years of Longing is streaming on MGM Plus now. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
Our thanks to Will Loper, as always. Coming up next this morning, the former Memphis police officers fired in the Tyree Nichols case return to court.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion,
even in cases of rape and the health of the mother.
Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
NexGard is the #1 vet-recommended flea and tick protection. It protects for a full 30 days, prevents the infection that causes Lyme disease, and is safe to start protecting puppies as early as 8 weeks. But your vet doesn't just prescribe it to her patients. She trusts NexGard to protect her own dog. And she knows its delicious beef flavor makes it #1 with dogs. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Ask your vet about NexGard and why it's #1 with pretty much everyone.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
A former prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, she'll be a common-sense judge. She believes in abortion rights, fairness for all, and protecting public safety. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Right now, pleading not guilty, the former Memphis police officers in court facing the family of Tyree Nichols.
And we're starting off warmer this morning compared to yesterday. I'll show how high these temperatures will get this weekend, as well as what President's Day looks like.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. Hope your Saturday's off to a nice start. I'm Shane Hogan. Before we get to our top stories this morning, we're going to send things over to Greg Barnhart with a look at your first warm weather forecast. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. It's another nice weekend, like I said, starting off with temperatures warmer than yesterday. As you see, 10 to 15 degrees warmer throughout all the area compared to what we were yesterday, which was fairly cold because of the snow that we occurred. Overall, we have some high clouds pushing over east, but pretty much westerly flow with just some cirrus clouds and a few snow up and towards North Dakota, but that won't play a factor in really what our weather will be today. You can see some of the clouds right there in satellite. Otherwise, temperatures low 20s, mid 20s, a few teens here and there, but overall, we're sitting right in the 20s, which is a little bit above average where we should be this time of year. So if you look at yesterday's highs where the snow cover had, we were mid 20s. Further north, La Crosse up in there in those areas where they didn't have as much snow, they did get up north freezing. So that's going to be kind of the trend here we're going to say today too, because if we look at overall temperatures going through the day, we're going to see temperatures begin to warm up both locations, but you'll notice La Crosse over here, they'll tend to be more warmer this afternoon, about 44 degrees, 39 more in Madison just because of the snow in place of this area too. So that's what we're looking for right now. We do have an alert day for the store for Tuesday night through Thursday. We have a significant system with accumulating snow and ice. We'll break all that down a bit later in the forecast and what travel impacts you may see from that.
Okay, Greg, thank you. 5 former Memphis Police Department officers charged with murdering Tyree Nichols appeared in court on Friday and pleaded not guilty to multiple charges. Nichols' family was also in the courtroom to see the officers face to face. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
The 5 former Memphis police officers looked straight ahead as they appeared in court for the first time.
Not guilty.
Pleading not guilty to second-degree murder and other charges in the death of Tyree Nichols. It was another difficult moment for Nichols' mother, Rovon Wells.
They didn't even have the courage to look at me in my face after what they did to my son.
Nichols died in January, 3 days after he was beaten by the officers in a violent arrest captured on video. A defense attorney for former officer Desmond Mills Jr. spoke outside court.
I implore the public to be patient, to be cautious in judging Mr. Mills.
We've got to get a grip on these exceptional officers who are doing this crime.
The NAACP and state leaders are calling for a federal investigation into the Memphis Police Department. This week, the Shelby County Sheriff suspended 2 deputies without pay for 5 days for failing to follow rules like keeping body cameras activated when they arrived at the Nichols scene.
These are policies and procedures that must be followed by our officers.
As investigations continue, the community is also honoring Nichols. A large mural with his image and the words "Justice for Tyree" will be dedicated Saturday in North Memphis. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The former officers each face 15 to 60 years in prison if convicted on second-degree murder charges. They will be back in court in May. This morning, we are seeing rare footage inside of a Scranton, Pennsylvania factory where weapons of war are being produced that will eventually be shipped to the front lines in Ukraine. This plant churns out roughly 11,000 artillery shells a month. That may seem like a lot, but the Ukrainian military often fires that many in just a few days. The U.S. and its allies have already sent nearly $50 billion in aid and equipment to Ukraine's military over the past year. And next week marks 1 year since the invasion by Russia began. Just ahead of that anniversary, a bipartisan group of 5 lawmakers, including Congressman Mike Gallagher from Wisconsin, have sent President Biden a letter asking that he send Ukraine the F-16 fighter jets that have been requested by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. So far, President Biden has ruled out giving Kyiv combat aircrafts, and it's unlikely the lawmaker's letter will change his mind. Now to some incredible video out of Turkey as crews continue to search for survivors following that devastating earthquake. In this video, we see teams rescuing a man from the rubble of a building 11 days after being buried. While many international rescue teams have left the vast quake zone, survivors were still emerging, defying the odds. And it's not just humans being rescued. A cow was also rescued from the rubble of a collapsed barn. The animal was pulled out using a crane, and a local farmer said he had been visiting the site every day to feed the cow as it remained trapped. 4 U.S. troops and a working dog were hurt during a raid in Syria that killed a senior ISIS leader. U.S. Central Command says service members were close to the leader when an explosion occurred. 3 of the injured service members are reportedly stable at a medical facility in Germany. The 4th did not need to be hospitalized. Navy Coast Guard and FBI investigators have wrapped up recovery efforts by the Chinese spy balloon that was shot down over the South Carolina coast. That balloon and 3 other aerial objects were shot down in the last 2 weeks.
We don't believe that the balloon was able to collect anything of great significance, certainly nothing additive to what the Chinese may have already been able to do through other means.
President Biden has directed a team to develop sharper protocols for when to shoot down unidentified objects in the sky. The rules will be classified and shared with Congress, but will not be made public. Still ahead this morning, it's a big weekend for Badger hockey. We're going to break it all down coming up next in sports.
You've been together for so long. Now it could be the end. Fortunately, you took your 6 sewing machine to the Electric Needle. They have the skills to fix most machines within 7 to 10 days. Find sewing success at the Electric Needle on the frontage road of Seminole Highway.
Backyard living season is coming soon. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
Did you know if you turn to Cold with Tide, you can save up to $150 a year on your energy bill? How? The lower the temp, the lower your bill.
Tide cleans great and cold and saves money? I am so in.
Save $150 when you turn to Cold with Tide.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside.
Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
One day, I will rock that swimsuit.
Your one day is closer than you think. From fresh meals to one-on-one coaching, Jenny Craig is Weight Loss Made Simple.
Your one day starts today.
After violence turned Waukesha's Christmas parade into tragedy, Judge Jennifer Doro ensured justice was served, maintaining order, protecting the rights of victims. Her Grace Under Fire won praise nationally. Now Judge Jennifer Doro is ready to serve on the Supreme Court. Wife, mother, prosecutor. Judge Doro's life's work is keeping Wisconsin families safe. It's no surprise Judge Doro is law enforcement's choice. The tested judicial leader, Judge Jennifer Doro for Supreme Court.
Congratulations! It's a new sewing machine from the Electric Needle. It's more accurate than older models and has hassle-free threading. Plus, it comes with free unlimited owner's lessons. Find sewing success at the Electric Needle. Frontage Road off Seminole.
Yeah, we're starting on the morning fairly nice in the 20 degrees for most locations with a few high clouds coming through the area, but overall not a bad start to Saturday for all the area. For President's Day, like I said, this weekend, we're looking at fairly nice conditions overall for the 3 days. 40s, go back there. We're looking at conditions of 40s for most locations with the sunshine and clouds today. Tomorrow we'll probably see a little bit more clouds to speak of. But still, overall 40s if we start off the morning fairly warm in the 30s with more wind tomorrow. And then President's Day itself, more 30s with some snow showers or flurries. Better shot of that probably further north than La Crosse, than southern Wisconsin. And then we have that snow system coming. That's winter storm Tuesday night through Thursday. Right now, the possibility of heavier snow is still there further north, but also the moderate chances for ice for southern Wisconsin.
All right, Greg, thank you. Well, just like that, the Badger men's hockey team drops the puck on their final home series of the regular season. This weekend's outing comes against a familiar conference foe, Michigan State. Last time these teams met, Badgers got swept, but they're hoping to keep the energy and momentum up after last weekend's big upset over Minnesota. Well, Sparty has other plans. From the jump, all Michigan State up 3-0 after the first period. Time for Bucky to get to work, though. Second period on the power play. Tyson Jugnoth gets his 6th goal of the season to make it 3-1. The next 4 minutes see 3 goals scored, one off the stick of Zach Erdhall, and 2 more from the Spartans. Michigan State takes game 1, 6-2. Now, while the men's team has 2 more series left in the regular season, this weekend is it for the Badger women's team. And they've got a tough task ahead of them with the #1 team in the country coming into town. But hey, this weekend, it's much more than just a series with the Buckeyes. Sunday is set to be a pretty special one for 7 players because it's Senior Day. The ceremony will take place before the puck drops on Game 2 with Ohio State. And it's a moment that Nicole Lamania is and isn't ready for.
Definitely bittersweet. It's been on my mind. Kind of just didn't want it to come all year. So Coach is serious when he said, it comes quick, and I'm so happy that I've had this extra year. I can't imagine it going any other way, and I've loved this place and just super excited for what's to come this weekend with my family and my friends in town.
Regional round for high school boys hockey. McFarland heading to Oregon. Not a lot of offense in the first period outside of Andrew Jaika. He beats the defenders' left side to bury the first goal of the game, putting the Panthers up 1-0. Clearly the crowd's loving it. That's good because Oregon not done yet. Mason Anderson feeds Easton Linder, flips it in, making it a 2-goal game. That score would hold. Oregon advances with a 2-0 shutout. Big 8 top dogs Middleton on the road at Sun Prairie West. Cardinals kicked off the festivities. Will Comerford with the slash and score to put Middleton on the board. SP West kept it close throughout. Tyler Haney with the transition 3. Wolves took their first lead at the half on that bucket. But the Cards are inevitable. Caden Fosdick with authority. What a dunk to build the Middleton lead. Cardinals improved to 16-1 in conference play as they steal a 51-50 win on the road. Steve Stricker spending his weekend down in the Sunshine State competing in the Chubb Classic. First round, real solid one for the Madison native. 4 birdies and an eagle on Friday. Carding him a 67. He currently sits under 5 under, tied for 10th. And Tiger Woods back on the links this weekend for the Genesis Invitational. It's the annual tournament he hosts every year, but the second round, anything but smooth sailing for Tiger Woods. Currently tied for 60th. He carded a 3-over 74 yesterday. We'll see what today holds. Still ahead this morning, clearing the snow in Wisconsin. We meet a team who helped clear our streets and airports. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol this morning. A little foggy out there. Greg's back with the full forecast tracking the next chance of snow when we come back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Stretch your dollar during Hy-Vee's Dollar Days, this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground beef, just $2 a pound. Sara Lee wheat bread, just $2. And fresh Hy-Vee chicken breasts, 4 for only $5. Only at Hy-Vee.
The long-lasting scent of Gain Flings made it smell like Dave was in his happy place, the massage chair at the mall. But he wasn't. Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again. 833-WISC-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
After violence turned Waukesha's Christmas parade into tragedy, Judge Jennifer Doro ensured justice was served, maintaining order, protecting the rights of victims. Her grace under fire won praise nationally. Now Judge Jennifer Doro is ready to serve on the Supreme Court. Wife, mother, prosecutor. Judge Doro's life's work is keeping Wisconsin families safe. It's no surprise Judge Doro is law enforcement's choice. The tested judicial leader, Judge Jennifer Doro for Supreme Court.
Stretch your dollar during Hy-Vee's Dollar Days, this Friday through Sunday. Ragu pasta sauce, just $1. A gallon of Hy-Vee ice cream, just $5. And deli shaved ham, only $2 a pound. This Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, fairly quiet weekend, and then things get a little bit more busy starting next week, like we already mentioned about the alert day. But for the meantime, we just got a series of little weak systems that are kind of riding over this high pressure that's out in the eastern Pacific. They're going up to Canada and then diving south. So cloud cover with this mostly. The cold air will stay to the north. And then we have a few systems to the south. One here for cloud cover. The one in the far left corner, that actually will play a factor when we get to Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to take a time to get here. But in the meantime, like I said, these come through, mainly some cloud cover, a few flakes of snow further north, but won't provide much impact through the weekend here as we look at it. So overall, as we look at this, timing this out, we're going to have cloud cover increase from the south and from the north throughout the day, but just mainly high cloud cover as we work through. That cold front to the north is going to stay there, not going to provide much other than that. Tomorrow, we're going to have more low clouds from that system to the north come through in the afternoon. Once again, just cloud cover, not going to really do much other than a few flakes of snow way up in northern Wisconsin, and the UP will clear out. And then the third one, this one's a little bit stronger. You can see the spin right there in the Dakotas. That's time to come through here. Probably Monday afternoon. It'll spread a little bit of light snow or flurries, but no really impact from that. For the time being today, we're looking at temperatures rising up into the 40s. Oops, let's go back there. We got too quick on our figure there. There we go. We're going to rise up into the low 40s for areas that don't have the snow cover, but for southern Wisconsin where that snow is, probably upper 30s this afternoon, and we just flipped that switch again. Anyway, we'll back there here. Let's do this. This button is not there. Finally, it's going. Anyway, like we said, we get through today, 40s there. Tonight we'll see temperatures kind of continue to stay up just because of the cloud cover and the winds. So you'll wake up maybe 10 degrees warmer tomorrow, low 30s, mid 30s than you were this morning. By the time we get to Sunday, we're going to see more of the clouds. You can start seeing a brief clearing, and then the low clouds begin to evect in. That'll be more towards the afternoon time frame. But since we're starting off so warm, we'll still get up probably into the upper 30s, low 40s by this afternoon. Overall, not too bad. You'll see a little bit cooler up to the north, maybe a few flakes well north of La Crosse up to northern Wisconsin with that system, and then we'll start to clear out here as we get towards Sunday night. The system next week, like I said, very wet and windy. Ice favored for southern, more snow for central. Travel impacts likely with that one. There's a lot of unknowns. How much accumulation? When it switches back and forth, which could happen a couple of different times, and then when that worst travel condition will happen. So more to come on that. If you look at the snowfall right now, the best probability is that Wednesday, Thursday time frame. We're looking at a pretty good probability for greater than 3 inches or even more as we get towards that time. Mainly I-90 north, so that could be refined, but something to keep in mind of as we go towards that time frame of the Tuesday night through Thursday. In the meantime, we're just looking at temperatures staying in the 40-degree range through the weekend, fairly quiet. Few flakes of snow, like I said, Monday, Tuesday, still look fairly good too. And then all eyes turn to Tuesday night through Thursday. Same story for Madison. Once again, southern Wisconsin, edging more for ice. Central Wisconsin, more for snow for that system. It will impact travel, just how much and when, still yet to be determined, but definitely pay attention to the forecast for that period.
Yeah, a couple more days where, just like this past week, where, got to really keep an eye on things, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, comment, and then Friday will be good again.
All right, well, take advantage of this weekend for sure.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
Greg, thank you. Well, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources is reminding ice fishers that permanent ice shanty removal deadlines begin this weekend. We do have the full list of specific locations and dates up on channel3000.com. Portable ice shanties can be used after these dates, but must be removed from the ice at the end of each day and when they are not actively in use. The Milwaukee area Thursday seeing a few more inches of snow than we got here in Madison. And when these snowstorms happen, a brigade of snowplow drivers is keeping the airport there operational. Nick Bohr has the story.
All right, so here we go.
It's a remarkably choreographed operation. Nearly 24 drivers and millions of dollars of equipment. A snow team effort to keep the flights flying.
It benefits the airlines, it benefits our department, and it benefits people that are flying into our airport, knowing that Mitchell Airport knows how to take care of snow.
John Vozar is behind the wheel of a massive combo, a plow in front and sweeper behind. He and other members of Cobra Team take one half of the runway, while Tiger Team gets the other half. They clear it in one remarkable pass.
Other airports come and see what we actually do and how we implement it from paper to out on the airfield.
The whole operation, involving over 24 vehicles, allows them to clear the runways enough for flights to take off and land. They do it in just 18 minutes.
There's always whiteouts like you can see now. It's starting to pick up again. It gets pretty dangerous at times. You always got to be aware of what you're doing.
The Tiger Team's Dave Sweeney says they work 12-hour shifts. Planes will take off and land, and based on testing and feedback from the pilots, the snow team may keep it up almost continuously, especially when it's snowing like this.
It feels great that, you know, we can keep something open for someone to go to a job, trip, you know, vacation, whatever they need to do. Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Back here in Madison, a lot of people also enjoying the return of the snow on Thursday. The city's Parks Department and Madison Nordic Ski Club teaming up to give people a chance to learn how to cross-country ski at Elver Park. Experienced skiers from Mad Norski showed off the basics to get started in the sport. The free workshop didn't require a ski permit and included equipment for those who needed it. Might get another chance coming up later this week. Well, coming up next, a comedian with a different routine. We're back after this.
Everyone is making room.
Seriously?
For the Medicine Cabinet's new essential. Buy Nax now with reliable COVID-19 results in just 15 minutes.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice, and long-lasting Gain scent beads. Try Gain Odor Defense. Be gone, smelly everything.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
There are moments in life, special moments, moments to share, moments to celebrate. Share the love. Celebrate the moment.
Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals. even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Do we still need these pregnancy tests?
Everyone is making room. Yeah, no. For the Medicine Cabinet's new essential, Binax Now, with the same technology doctors use to test for COVID-19.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
Finally this morning, comedians are known for their quick wit and ability to make us all laugh, but few of them are famous for dishing out compliments. CBS's Ian Lee is in London with the British funny man who takes his act right onto Main Street.
Madam, your hair looks divine.
Comedian Troy Hawk is easy to notice.
You've still lost your husband. What's his name? David!
But it's what he says that'll stay with you.
You look wonderful.
He made my day, so it was nice to bump into him.
In his purple smoking jacket, Britain's king of compliments graces the outside of random stores, enticing people in.
I'm the biggest fan of this shop. We sell literally everything. The Swiss Army knife of shops.
Hawk, whose real name is Milo McCabe, tries to improve the customer experience.
I'm very much enjoying your animal print scarf, madam.
With simple acts of kindness.
A compliment is like a free drug that gets both of us high. What's your name?
And tens of millions of people are hooked, with his videos going viral across social media.
Do you want to join me for a picture?
Where's it going?
Wherever you like, madam. I like your energy.
He's even taken his unsolicited shtick stateside.
Hello, sir. You look like a man on his way into Home Depot. Allow me to get the door for you.
Is there a difference between people you greet in the UK versus the United States?
Absolutely. In the US, you give somebody a compliment. Sometimes they'd agree, they'd accept, and sometimes they'd even add one of their own. And I think that's probably the way to go.
All right, pay me a compliment then.
You have wonderful cobalt eyes, you're a wonderful listener, and even though you are uncomfortable with the level of attention I've directed straight in your eyes, you've held my gaze.
You're making me blush.
Have I nailed him or what?
And maybe that's the point. Saying something nice just because you can.
Your cheeks are pinched with cold, but you're still smiling. I like that.
Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
It is, but you've still got a twinkle in your eye. And that's...
How would you feel like that? Getting a guy like that, walking down downtown Madison or something?
I would be a little awkward at first until you know what the guy was doing, and then maybe
I think it's genuine.
It would be
right?
genuine, yeah, eventually. Yeah. But yeah, still, a twinkle in your eye there.
All right, Greg, before we go, how about one more check of the weather?
Overall good this weekend. Like I said, temperatures today, upper 30s where the snow is, and mid 40s probably where the snow is up to the north tonight. More clouds, more southerly winds, so the temperatures will be even warmer. Probably around freezing for most locations, if not higher. Tomorrow, more low clouds, maybe a sprinkle, maybe even a flurry in the afternoon, just low clouds. But other than that, still decent temperatures, upper 30s to low 40s. And then, like I said, once we get to President's Day and beyond, a few flurries each of those 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. And then the snow and ice and the winter storm comes Tuesday night through Thursday. That's why we do have the alert day out for Tuesday night through Thursday. Accumulating snow and ice could be significant. We'll have to just keep an eye on it. That depends on the path, but it will be a messy period to be traveling anywhere pretty much in the Midwest. There's your extended for La Crosse, 43, and for Madison, 39 today.
All right, well, get out and enjoy these 2 days before this coming week. We'll see you back here tomorrow.